Well, this is the unboxing and full review of the Engwe O20. I will cover everything in this review, from the suspension to the speed to the range. Also a few gifts that you actually get with the launch of this e-bike that I will explain shortly. But first of all, let's take it out of the box. It is pretty straightforward. This will probably take you around 15 minutes to assemble, and get help if you need to while taking this out of the box. Take off all the packaging. Be careful not to snip any cables, including the hydraulic lines. Best to use the scissors to do this instead of using a blade, because a blade of course can cut through the tires quite fast, so a nice chunky strong scissors will do the job. You need to basically pop on the stem as you see here, and then simply just pop on the handlebars, which is only held on by two screws. Don't over tighten it. Then pop on the display, again held on by two screws. Pedals go on both sides, and they are also collapsible. Again, this will only take you a minute per pedal. Make sure they are good and tight. What you see here as well is a zoom. Basically this is a seat post that I will explain later in the video how you can get this. And then of course you need to pop on your saddle, that is held on by again a couple of screws just at the back there. Again, pretty straightforward, not very hard to do. Don't worry, I will explain what the saddle is like later in the video. Popping the mudguard on and the light, pretty straightforward, held on by one screw. Again, don't over tighten it, and of course secure the mudguard there. This is the wheel assembly. Take note here on how this is actually done. The rubber washer goes on first after you put on the axle there, and then if you take a close look here on the brake disc side, there is a washer that has grooves that I will show you now in a second. So make sure you put that on, which is this washer right here, and that's pretty much it for the front wheel. Basically make sure the axle is even on both sides, tighten both of the nuts, and then make sure the wheel spins freely and it is center. So make sure, because otherwise you don't want something imbalancing as you are riding. Puck on the brake caliper as you can see here. Again, after you do this, make sure the wheel spins freely, pump your tires, and then you are pretty much good to go, to be honest. Take out the battery, and then of course you have a 4 amp hour fast charger. So here we go. So before we get into the full review and the testing of this e-bike, you really need to know something. The price of this e-bike on today, which is the launch day, is £999. If you don't get it ASAP, basically that price will of course increase to around £1,200, and you will be missing out on a few accessories. One of those accessories is of course you have this AirTag, which will be used to track the bike. And I'll give you a top tip here. If you plan on using something like this, you can actually buy these bells from AliExpress, and you pop your AirTag in there, and then basically that will act as a tracker, but it looks like a normal bell. So you can actually just pop that onto the handlebars, and you will be able to track where your bike is at all times. So that is a free gift that you get with it. On top of that, you do get this rack here on the back that supports 15 kilograms in weight. Again, that is another free gift. Plus as well, you get a bike lock. So this is basically first come, first served basis. You'll get all these gifts and you'll save money on the e-bike. If you do want it, the official link is below. But really, let's talk about the testing. And to take note as well, this is the standard seat post that you actually get with the e-bike. But if you want the suspension seat post, which is this one here, which is the Zoom seat post, and you can see here it has of course adjustments here. I would definitely recommend this, particularly if you live in an area where there is a lot of bumps. So again, that's definitely something to consider. So the first test that I done was a hill test. Let's see how the bike got on. Okay, well, there's very steep hill in front of me here, so we have it on gear 5, and we will see if the speed increases as we get up this hill. You will also see the GPS readings on the screen right now, and yeah, so let's go for it. No problem at all. Speed is getting up here. Wow, so the torque from that motor, 75 Newton meters, whoa, still climbing, no problem at all actually with that. We will try and get up the hill again. Let's go. 5 kilometers on the GPS, 10 kilometers on the GPS, 12, 15, 18 kilometers, 19 kilometers on the GPS, 20, still going, 21, 22. That is excellent, to be honest, because the motor is more than capable of getting you up there. Plus, you have that boost button on the e-bike, so it gives you that basically the maximum torque possible. Okay, so we have hill number 2. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. GPS 22, 23. Excellent. This hill is a bit steeper as well. 0 start on the incline with boost. Let's go. Again, no issues whatsoever with this e-bike. So as you can see there, from that 75 Newton meter motor at the back, this hill performance of this is very good. Plus you can change the mechanical gears as well, so you kind of have that comfort aspect. But from a hill climbing perspective, the bike done a very good job, so you have nothing to worry about there. Now of course I wanted to see what the speed would be like on this bike, which I did GPS tested, so let's take a look at that. Okay, so we have GPS reading that I'm going to show on the screen right now. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it is accurate on the display as well of the e-bike. Let's go. We are at 23 on the display, 24, 25 on the display of the e-bike, 26. And we are actually at 25 kilometers an hour on the GPS readings. So speed accuracy on this bike is basically 99% compared to some e-bikes, compared to other scooters that I've had that are way off. So that is more than acceptable on a bike like this. So again, excellent. So 25 kilometers an hour is the top speed on this e-bike, which is completely accurate against the GPS readings. So that's definitely a plus. Now the suspension on this bike is 50 millimeters. It has good travel. I did test it. I did take it up a few curbs. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so let's briefly talk about the suspension on this. And there has been, of course, many e-bikes in the past that the suspension bottoms out. But can you get up and down curbs on this e-bike? Well, to be honest, this shouldn't be an issue because it is extremely light. So 1, 2, 3, up we go. And of course, even going down steps, it has really nice suspension. That's one of the good things. It's not so heavy. So up we go. And of course, even if the curb is actually quite high, you should not have an issue lifting the e-bike. And these curbs are quite high where we are. So again, yeah, it's very nice to see. Let's go. Up we go. So again, as you can see, the suspension done a very good job. So no complaints from a comfort aspect. Now when it comes to safety on this bike, you do have full hydraulic brakes in the front and in the rear, giving you that stopping power you need. Plus the discs on this model are actually vented really well, so heat dissipation is very good, and they are 160 millimeters in size, so quite large. And on this bike you have front lights and rear lights, so from a safety perspective it's excellent. Full hydraulic brakes, what can it do? Whoa, whoa, wow, the full hydraulic brakes are fantastic. Another brake test, let's have a look. Whoa. Yeah, very good, very good. You have your front brake. Whoa! And then, of course, you have your rear brake here as well. Whoa! Of course, press both together if you need to do an emergency stop. Whoa! Tests. Let's go. We'll do both brakes at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brake! Whoa! Wow! The bike stopped literally. We're in what, 1.5 seconds? That is very nice. And to take a close look here, the tread on these tires is actually very good, very grippy going around corners. So again, that is very nice to see. You can tilt your light up and down as well if you want that as an option. And of course you have the mud guards that are completely wrap around on the e-bike. So again, water won't be splashing, getting you dirty or anything like that. Now another good point about this e-bike is that the battery is actually completely removable. So you just pop your key in and then your battery actually comes out. So you have your specifications all here. You have your charging port here and you have your on off button. So very nice, very convenient. You have your connectors here as well. And this is good because if you live in an area where, you know, you're afraid to park your bike for a long time, you can just take the battery out in a matter of seconds and that's it. So no worries at all there. And here's another thing. When the bike is folded, you have these two magnets here, which stops the bike from actually coming apart. So you can simply lift it like so, and the bike doesn't unfold on itself. So that is very nice. And to be honest, just taking a look at it here, this would fit into the back of most cars because it's lightweight and you don't have that big tyre there. So again, that's a really cool thing to have. So before I give my conclusion, let me give you a closer look at the bike. So coming up on top here, you have these nice grips, plenty of space there if you have quite large hands. You have your bell, you have your boost button, and of course the boost button is used to give you added torque as you've seen in the hill test. So if you need to pull off a traffic lights, go up a hill, you simply hold that down for a few seconds and then that will give you that added torque to get you up there. The torque on this bike is of course 75 Newton meters, but if you want to go up to speed quick, you hold down the boost button and you get an immediate kick from that motor, and that gets you up to 25 kilometers per hour in a matter of seconds. To simply turn on the e-bike, you hold down the on button, then your display comes on. Then of course you have your speed here, you have your battery indicator here. I will talk about the range as well. And then to change your gears, you simply hold down the plus button. And then gear 5 will of course give you the most speed. And then you have your mechanical gears here, full hydraulic brake levers, very nice quality. You of course can fold the e-bike here. And of course, if you want to add a bottle or a carrier or anything like that, you can put that here as well. There's already holes drilled. You of course have your light, mud guard, the tires. You of course, just to remind you, you have those collapsible pedals that you can do with one hand. Very nice. You have your battery casing built well. Saddle is quite comfortable. Suspension seat post. You get this, like what I said, as a gift if you order it on time on the launch. So another good thing of this bike is the kickstand. It's the first that I can think of that is literally takes 2 seconds to put up. You put your foot in the back and then the bike just literally sits like this, and the front is slightly raised off the ground. It can't tilt forward or back, and it can't tilt from side to side. So again, that is a really good design that I would like to see on more e-bikes. Plus as well, to get on and get off the bike is of course very easy. So even if you have shorter legs, again, should not be an issue. And actually the range you can get on this e-bike is up to 140 kilometer range. Of course, that depends on what speed you're going. That is actually quite nice, and I guess it's probably the sweetest spot of this e-bike.
and that would tick the box for a high majority of people. The price of this bike at the moment, like what I said, it's on sale. It's on the launch sale of £999, and of course that will increase quite fast as soon as that's over. So definitely something to consider. And of course there is a bike brand called ISY. This is 1/3 the price of that range, so you're saving a lot of money when you compare it to other bikes that are way overpriced. This ticks the box there. Do I like the bike overall? 100%. Do I have any complaints about it? No, not really. It has the range, it has the speed, it has the torque, it has the safety, and it has the comfort. So it ticks the boxes. If you haven't enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video.